Raila Odinga's Convoy has been blocked. Nataka usikie hiyo. Umesikia hiyo? Umepata hiyo? Raila Odinga's ile gari ya mzee ndio ile iko pale nyuma. Gari ya mzee ndio hiyo hapa. Imefungiwa na polisi.
Kamanda wa polisi tunakuomba kwa heshima na taadhima uondoe gari ili tuweze kwenda nyumbani. Tumemaliza shughuli zetu na hii sasa unatuzuia kwenda manyumbani kwetu.
Hello everyone, welcome once again to Prime Time Analysis. Now on Sunday, Raila Odinga had a meeting in Narok County. And after conducting this ceremony that he was from, he took a route to go to Narok Town. And it is rumored that most of his supporters in the county had gathered in town waiting to receive him. We know that for the past 2 to 3 weeks, or even 1 month for that matter, William Ruto has been holding county by county and regional meetings with people. This came after the large crowds and defiance from the public regarding the issues about cost of living. The defiance was led by Azimio through demonstrations that took place countrywide. Now, William Ruto opted to go and counter this by engaging in regional meetings and explaining to the people the kind of activities that they are doing to ensure that Kenya gets space of improving in its nature. Now, over the period when Raila Odinga was headed to the town, Narok Town, as they were going with their convoy, he was in company of other Azimio leaders. In fact, even Eugene Wamalwa was there and some other members of the former governor aspirant, Ole Kenta, was also with him. So what turns out is that they get their way towards town and then they met a police vehicle that has been put across the road blocking them. They were blocked and they were not allowed to access town for some time. It forced Raila Odinga to come down from his vehicle and get to talk to these people. I must admit that the police officer was very respectful of Raila Odinga, and I even saw him refer to Raila Odinga as His Excellency, which was quite good. But he was calling him that as he was delivering a message that there was an event happening and they did not want any interference, and they believed that if Raila Odinga went through that route, they were going to bring problems to the event that was going on. Now, it took a discussion, and after some time, they agreed and they allowed Raila Odinga to pass through. My main question about this incident is that, why do you think this thing happened? And is it really right to do such kind of things that happened to Raila Odinga? We must first of all admit that Raila Odinga is a former prime minister of this country, and therefore as a senior citizen and as somebody who has held a senior position in the government, it is just right that he gets accorded the necessary assistance and respect as is going by his errands over and during the day everywhere within the Republic of Kenya. Another thing is that we know that he is also a politician. A politician is allowed to go through everywhere and sell his agenda wherever and however he wants to do it. Why would a government try to use forces to block such kind of a person from engaging with people and even meeting his people wherever he wants to do that? It turns out that William Ruto and his regime seems to have caught cold of Raila Odinga's threat to their government stability. We know that right now, Kenya Kwanza is hitting almost 1 year after their inauguration. And if you ask many Kenyans what they have done, no one gets to understand anything that Kenya Kwanza has done. The only thing we can talk about is fertilizers. Apart from those fertilizers, nothing more. And in fact, we cannot say that we have not harvested. Kenyans have harvested. But if you look at the cost of unga across different shops, nothing has happened. It still is high, even after the boleas, fertilizers were given to people. This begs the question, is the government really serious with this agenda of addressing the important issues that Kenyans are crying about? And I think Raila Odinga gave them time so that they can harvest and then ensure that the cost of living gets down. But right now you hear that William Ruto and his team are engaging Raila Odinga in things that are not necessary. I don't know what to think about this, because for me, I believe this was totally uncalled for. They were not allowed in any way to block Raila Odinga and prevent him from meeting his people in his supporters in Narok County. Kindly watch the engagement and give me your comment.
Hello? Tuko live hapo, tuko live. Baba! Kimya. He's there. Mwambie boss apige OCPD. OCPD.
Very big profession. Na nyinyi mkienda kukutana we are going home.
You think this country belongs to the former prime minister of this country? You cannot look at those as a president. What respects? You cannot tell me this is a highway. Procession is a highway. And you cannot block somebody like my because the people are talking to you.
Why don't you escort us?
Just apologize to the people.
You can escort us. You go ahead of us before you escort us. Ninyi mkwe mbele, let's go forward. You just bring it down. It is okay. You can get
and we're just passing through.
okay. And you can head, then we follow you.
And we've had a
Petition town?
okay.
Yes. Sawa.
So,
I think we can go back.
So you ought to have apologized for that.
No.
It's not an apology.
Now, if you've watched that, you will come to a conclusion that this is something that was planned by a senior person in the government. You must remember that our PS for Interior is Ray Omolo. And many things have happened. That is the same way Moi used certain Kikuyu leaders to oppress Kikuyu people and politicians. The same thing is happening with the young man from Nyanza, and he is high up in heaven trying to instruct and give orders that frustrate Raila Odinga. I don't know what will become of him, but we know that for those who have always opposed Raila Odinga in our region, many have never seen happiness at the end of the day. That's what happened, and that's my analysis. I hope you get to also probe this issue and ask yourself the reasons why Raila Odinga was blocked. But I believe largely it is because William Ruto is afraid, and they are trying through every means to ensure that they do not give Raila Odinga space to explain or even to meet people, to have a chat with them and engage them on issues that are affecting the country currently. Because if you check and if you give the Kenya Kwanza regime scorecard, you will realize that they have failed, and they have failed terribly. Thank you. Please remember to subscribe, and let's meet in our next analysis. Bye bye.
Sisi tumesema tunataka wananchi wawe sawasawa. Sasa chama cha wafanyikazi inatakikana inatetea haki ya wafanyikazi imeingia kwa kitanda na serikali. Mkurugenzi wa kotu ameingia kule kwa serikali. Yeye ndiye anasifu serikali, nafanya kazi mzuri, watu wa Azimio wakubali walishindwa, waache bwana Ruto atawale na kadhalika. Nasema atuoli, wewe kazi yako ni kutetea haki ya wananchi, haki ya wafanyikazi. Wewe sasa umekuwa malaya, umeingia kwa kitanda na serikali. Wewe sasa hufai hata uwe kiongozi wa wafanyikazi. Wewe sasa hufai uwe kiongozi wa wafanyikazi. Maana wewe sasa unaacha kutetea haki ya wafanyikazi, unatetea haki ya wadosi, wale wachache waajiri, ndio unakaa nao kwenye kitanda. Sasa sisi Azimio tumesema tutachukua sasa jukumu ile ambayo Atuli angechukua. Tutatetea haki ya wafanyikazi wa Kenya, wale watu wadogo ambao walisema ati wale mahasra, mama mboga, jua kali, boda boda na kadhalika. Sasa jamaa wamewacha yale yote, ili ahadi walipatia wa Kenya wamekiuka. Sasa wao ndio wamekuwa sasa wananyanyasa wa Kenya. Sasa sisi kama Azimio tutatetea haki ya Wakenya wote. Tuko pamoja? Mnakubali? Wangapi wanakubali? Nione mikono hapa.